It would be an understatement to say that the internet has radically changed how we communicate.
More and more frequently, I see students using abbreviated language in work as serious as graded essays.
Every generation thinks the one after it brings the apocalypse. And the sooner we get to what do you mean, the easier it's going to be to communicate. And I think that's the evolution. I can't tell you the number of times I tell students just to try an experiment and turn your phone off. Some students get up and leave after 5 minutes because they feel like they have to turn their phone back on to find out what they missed. But what really I think is happening is this idea of this abbreviated speech. It does have an impact on how younger people see the line between the personal and the professional.
I would say that abbreviated language or text speak, like LOL or lowercase I, lowercase u, and things like that, has definitely made its way into the educational world. Abbreviated terms like LOL have already made it into the Webster's Dictionary. The more that we accept abbreviated language, the further we get away from really quality writing. There is a time and a place for language that we use on the internet, and there's a time and a place for language that we use in professional or educational settings. And I really would love to see more students embracing proper English.
Most of the time they see the internet as being personal. So even when they send an email to a professor, they are using internet style. They may say, wow, I can't do BRB or LOL, but they clump it all into one big paragraph. They're just students are making up constructions that fit what they're trying to say. But a lot of it, I think, comes from the fact that they don't spend a lot of time face-to-face communicating, and they don't spend a lot of time writing, as in really writing. Studies have shown that students acknowledge the fact that they're writing more. Blogs, Facebook, texting, they're writing more because of technology. They just don't think they're writing better.
Most people here are free thinkers. We're a filter for free thinkers here. You know, they find us and they stay. This is Facebook. You know, this is, you don't know who anybody is. You're meeting them, but you're face to face, but you're chatting with them and you're networking with them on a social level. So this is the tangible form of Facebook.
I've been coming to Austin's for about 10 years now. I've been coming here since I was 17. I'm 26 now. I think there's definitely the danger of like dumbing down our society and teaching kids, especially, that LOL or, BRB, is an accepted way of communicating with somebody, and it's funny because nowadays sometimes we actually will say, BRB to somebody else or LOL.
We have to specify, I'm actually laughing, I actually really think this is funny, as opposed to just saying LOL when you're not actually laughing. I think says a lot about the way that we've evolved with this language. Why are we doing that? Why do we have to shorten our language that much? What purpose is it serving for us? And you have to kind of ask yourself, what is it taking away from language if your mind has to interpret what's on the page because you can't just write out the words? We don't speak old or even modern English anymore because those words or those phrases no longer suit our lifestyle. As technology evolves, as our world evolves, as our abilities as humans evolve, our language evolves as well. And so our language should match where we are in our evolution.
Technology is also a pencil. All right? Technology is anything that helps you accomplish a task. And so we could ask that question throughout history. Were we mature enough and evolved enough to handle fire? Time's going to tell. Something new is going to come along. We're going to start using that, and we'll be asking the same questions. Ask me that question when you have your cell phone implanted in your head, and maybe I'll have an answer. One of my favorite things is to see two friends, obviously very close friends, walking together. One has her nose buried in the phone, the other one is talking on the phone to someone else, and yet they're the best of friends walking to class. A friend of mine posted on Facebook one time, before smartphones, how did we ever ignore one another?
The smartphone. I am Facebook, I'm Twitter, I'm Austin's Coffee online. When stripped down, we are just, a bunch of human bodies trying to figure this out, you know what I mean? And what better place for group therapy to happen, but in a coffee shop.
People need to interact with other people on a face-to-face basis.
Yes, we still need face-to-face. We still need to go out and actually talk to people. We still need to figure out what's going on. We still need to make sure that we know that we can actually talk with someone face-to-face and read their facial expressions, read their body language, figure out, do they really mean what they're saying?
I think we need to take more ownership of the fact that proper English is our language, and it's something that we own and that we're in charge of and that we have the power to change, but how we change it and how we use it is as important as our evolution and the way that we use technology. So we need to treat language kindly.
You know, technology doesn't care. It's not good, it's not bad. Technology doesn't care. It's the people who decide whether the use of that technology is good or bad.